This is the Remote Work Life Business Spotlight, where I highlight top remote business innovators and share personal and career development tips to help you navigate the world of remote work. I'm your host, Alex Wilson-Campbell. I help remote work managers, professionals and freelancers overcome isolation and uncertainty in their life to get hired and fulfill their career goals. So right now I'm looking at You Need a Budget at youneedabudget.com. And as you know, the Remote Work Life Business Spotlight is all about putting a spotlight on remote businesses, or at least allowing you to begin to do your own research, to delve a bit deeper, to understand a bit more about the what, the why and how behind a selection of remote businesses that I have on this long list of mine. So youneedabusiness.com is one of those. And what they say about themselves here is change your relationship with money. That's what they do. That's what, by the looks of it, it's an app which enables people to change their relationship with money. They say money doesn't have to be messy. The YNAB app, it allows people to, experience less financial stress, they say. It allows people to embrace their true expenses, just keep a balance, keep tabs on their finances. And I think it's always good to have those habits, those good habits to, as they say, help you to build your budget and breathe easier. What they say is the average user saves $600 in 2 months and $6,000 their first year. So again, there's a bit of a clue. It sounds like it's an American business, American-based business. It's a remote business as far as I know. All of this is geared, this website that I see here is geared towards obviously attracting their customers. They talk about much of what, as you can probably imagine, what the app does in order to sell the app on the homepage. But you've got to dig a bit deeper, as I said. You've got to want to and be inquisitive about the founder's backstory, the founder's story, the problems that this business solves, which I've given you some clues already, to understand if this business is aligned with yourself. And I'm going to look now at the About Us page. And they talk about here's a bit of their founding story. So early in 2003, Julie and I married. So they talk about their marriage. They say living on love was great and all, but we still required food, shelter and textbooks for work. So a bit of sense of humor here, I like it. So I began developing a system that grew into something quite useful, helping them manage money. We decided what we wanted our money to do before we spent it. We broke up larger, less frequent expenses into manageable monthly bills. We changed our budget as needed. So this is where the app, where this particular tool was founded, which is interesting. And they say today, YNAB is driven by a small but growing passionate team. We're building the best budgeting software out there. We hear reports every day of lives being changed, debt paid off, marriages saved, opportunities seized. I laugh, but yeah, money is definitely at the root of many issues on a domestic basis. So yeah, that's good. They talk about their team, that the team is a diverse group that loves our product, our customers, and working with each other. We live all over the world, from Boston to Brazil, Portland to Pakistan, and everywhere in between. So sounds like very much a diverse team. And then they have a little button here which says search YNAB jobs, openings, and they talk about their culture. But of course, literally every website that I look at, every job advert that I look at talks about culture, talks about values. It's up to you, once you start to interact with the employers, the hiring people within each one of these businesses, it's up to you then to ask questions, not just questions on a very basic layer. You want to ask questions that follow up and allow you to enable you to, or at least encourage the interviewers to elicit evidence as to the different things that they say on their website. So, for example, a basic question might be, what is the culture like, or how does each person work with each other? How do you collaborate? But these are just starter questions. What you want to then dig deeper into how they work and what they do, and as I said, encourage them to give evidence about what they do. I don't really want to go into that now, which is probably why I don't sound as though it's necessarily part of the show, because it's not. Right now, it's just about, as I said, getting the very basic information. If you go across to my LinkedIn, in fact, you'll be able to see some examples of questions that you can ask as basic questions that will allow you to find out about these companies. But talking about You Need a Budget a bit more, it says our team is spread all over the world, including Switzerland, Argentina, Canada, the UK, and all over the United States. We currently set up team members who live in the US and the UK as employees, and those who live in other countries as independent contractors. You're an equal part of the team no matter where you live. So yeah, certainly a remote team, certainly one worth doing a bit more research. So have a look at youneedabudget.com. That's it for today's episode of the Remote Work Life podcast. Click the link in the show notes below to access a free list of 100 remote businesses that hire regularly. And if you're feeling stuck or uncertain on issues of career or personal development, head on over to www.remoteworklife.io, where you can watch exclusive on-demand video featuring real-world remote work leaders and future of work experts on key remote work topics, including how to get clarity on your career direction, how to thrive while working remotely, how to network effectively and stay connected, and how to tend to your personal and career development needs. Go to remoteworklife.io now, and remember to connect with me, your host, Alex Wilson Campbell, on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook.